Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And that right there is kind of how I feel about MW2 2022 right there. Does anybody else miss Ghost being the voice announcement guy, like in the background as you play multiplayer? Like if you played the original MW2, does anybody else miss that? Like instead of having this boring guy, you're taking B, blah blah blah, that random announcer that's in the background you hear right now, does anybody else miss Ghost, and Makarov as the announcer? Am I the only one? Because I was saying that on the stream last night. I was like, I kind of wish they would have brought, if you're gonna have Ghost and Captain Price in one game, why not make them the announcer for 6v6? This is how I know they don't care about 6v6 no more. The small things they could implement into 6v6, that's something they should bring back. I think they still got time. That's something they should bring into this game, is change the voice announcement. Don't leave it as that guy. Keep it as Ghost. Make it Ghost and make it Captain Price, maybe some other guy. I think Soap is in there. I don't know, make it another voice actor. I don't like that, but that's besides the point. That's one thing I kind of wanted them to bring in here, but that's besides the point. Your boy played the beta, ladies and gentlemen. Gibby have bitten the bullet. I sacrificed. I played the beta. I played it last night, and as the title still says, fellas, I think it's still trash. I think it was boring at that. I think the beta was boring. I wasn't interested. I wasn't, hype. Like I said, I came in with, low expectation, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, you always had a negative mind. Not really. I actually, gave, said good things about the beta. So, on stream. But most of the other things is the same complaint as MW 2019. To be honest, I don't see a difference between MW 2019 and this, graphic wise, gameplay wise. I mean, you can see I'm mounting and doing all that stuff in this gameplay. I don't see too many difference, and I'm camping a lot in this game because guess what? I played a few part on the stream, then I played a few games on the stream, then I played off stream, and the skill-based matchmaking hit me hard, man. Can you believe it? Skill-based matchmaking in the beta. You're supposed to give us the good, let us have fun, but skill-based matchmaking is actually in this beta, believe it or not. I was playing a few games, and then right away the next game I got kicked out of the lobby, of course, and I got thrown into skill-based matchmaking lobby, and I was getting smoked, so I had to camp, man. I couldn't move. Every time I rushed, everybody was sweating in that game. Everybody, including my team too. But the other team was sweating even more than my team, so it was just insane. But let me give some, what I think about this beta, what I, think they should bring, what I think they should take out, what I think about the game, blah blah blah. So I played the beta last night, and to be honest, I think it's still, like the title says, I think it's still trash. I think it's still boring. It's very boring. I didn't see, I played 3 maps. Out of the 3 maps, I only like one of them. And that was that one map that I think it's like a museum type map. I don't know. It's kind of small, and it's very, action packed. Like there's a lot of action everywhere you look. But this map is the map I don't like. This map is so boring. It's so boring. I don't like this map. Look at this guy in the corner. I don't like this map, man. It's so boring, and this remind me of that one MW 2019 map. It looked exactly like it. I don't know if I can find it. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen. But this map remind me of one of the maps that was in MW 2019, and my goodness, I do not like this map. This map is bad. I really don't. But that's the maps. There was only 3. The maps weren't too good to me. I mean, they had too many buildings. That's another problem with the maps. I did have some streaks. And I put the streak on, and bam, people ran inside, and it didn't get no kill. That was one. I didn't even get not one kill. One kill with the streak. It was like some air streak. It reminded me of the AAC 130. No, not the AC-130. Sorry, the what's the name of it? Harrier. Sorry, Harrier. It went around the map like twice, right? It dropped a few bombs twice, and then it sits there. I think I got that one of that streak, and it didn't get not one kill. Not one kill. Or was it the airstrike? It might have been the airstrike. Airstrike. I think it was the airstrike. So it was the airstrike. That was the airstrike type kill streak. And I got it, and bam, I didn't get not one kill because everybody was in the building. And this is why, again, I hate these type of maps, because I think it started ever since MW3. These type of maps were just so, oh, man, the buildings, it was pointless to get an air score streak. That was the problem. It was pointless to get an air score streak because of the maps. The maps would ruin. Remember the Reaper in MW3, and if you got in, in the Reaper, and you were in a map that had a lot of buildings, you couldn't get any kills. You could get max 4 kills, 5 kills with the Reaper, and that shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to get a high score streak, and I can't kill nobody with it because they in a building. That should not. It shouldn't be that way. Remember the chopper gun in Black Ops 1? It was perfectly made because there was not too many buildings in Black Ops 1, and there was open spaces where I could get a lot of kills with that score streak. But now they are making buildings after buildings type maps. It is just messing up the kill streak for me. And that's one thing I would like them to if they're gonna make maps, please, for the love of God, make the maps open. Don't make it cluttered, and try not to make it too real. We don't want realism. That's something I complain about on stream. Realism is not a big deal. You don't have to make everything realistic, because it just breaks the fun of the game and mess up the fun because you make it too realistic. And that's what I complained about. The buildings were huge. Some of the maps were kind of big. There was sometimes I was running around the map, I couldn't find anybody. I would hope when they make the maps, please, for the love of God, make them open spaces. Not too open space, but take some of the building out. Don't make a Piccadilly, please. Don't make maps like that. I know you want to make it realistic. This is not Rainbow Six Siege. This is not Battlefield. Don't make it that way, please. That's one thing. So that's the maps. Now, if I'm gonna move to the guns, the weapons fire. I'm not gonna run too fast. They look pretty good. The gunsmith is same old. It's pretty cool. You can customize your gun pretty far. I guess that's cool in the game. For me, I don't really care about that. I'm strictly an attachment guy. If you're gonna just bring attachments, blah blah blah, just let that be. But I think the gunsmith if you like MW 2019, they polished it a little bit. I think you will like this one a lot. That's if you like MW 2019. And notice the keywords, if you liked MW 2019. But with the weapons, I hate the fire rate. Not the fire rate, sorry, the recoil. I hate that. I don't know. If it wasn't for aim assist, I probably would have been garbage at this game. Look. Did you see that? Did you see how bad that was? Right there, that would have been terrible for me, if I'm being honest. I don't like the recoil. The only weapon I've actually used, I actually used the MP. Was it MP4, MP5? I used this weapon you've seen in the background. I used the M4. I think I used was it M4? Whatever. It was one of the other weapons. It was like a custom created class. Not a custom. It was a default class. It was like a M4 14, M4. I don't know what it was, but it was one of those weapons. But half of the weapons you can't even unlock anyway. From what I've been seeing, I haven't unlocked half of the weapons, so I'm not. I'm sure they play the same. Recoil everywhere. If you mount, the recoil reduced. So I'm sure they play the same way. But that's that. To be honest, I didn't experiment with the weapons too much. I didn't really see too many difference from MW 2019. It played the same, to be honest. The gunplay and all that stuff, that's the same. That's it with the weapons, to be honest. I don't think there's anything different from MW 2019. All right, let's move on to the graphics and blah 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 and the gameplay. Again, like I said, I didn't like the mounting in MW 2019, so this mounting, if you didn't like that, you're not gonna like that here either, because I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm not playing Rainbow Six Siege, I'm not playing Battlefield. I don't like this direction they're going into with this realistic tactical. Everything is tactical in this game, literally. Everything is tactical. Like, if you tactical sprint, for me, I couldn't react fast enough, and that's why I don't tactical sprint when I play this type of game, because I don't get to react fast enough. I'm running fast and I'm like, bro, I can't even react. Somebody come around the corner, I can't even react on time because I'm tactical sprinting, and I don't like this tactical way of gameplay. I do not like it. I really don't like the tactical gameplay and tactical way of playing. I really dislike it, to be honest. I wish they wouldn't go this direction. I'm more of an old school run and gun. Normally, I don't want to crouch, I don't want to mount around walls. I don't want to, hang on ledges and aim down sight. I really didn't like that. That's one thing I didn't like, and I that's something I know they can't take out because this is the way the engine goes. So that's something that's already, a done deal. I do not like, and I know for a fact they can't change. So if you didn't like that, mounting and, hanging on ledges, that's something they brought new. If you didn't like that, then you're not going to like this game. You're not going to like that in this game either, because they added more. You can move while mounting, I think, and you can hang on ledges and peek. You can peek around corners. That's something I really didn't like. And I know what you're thinking. I know it reduces the recoil, but I do not like that type of gameplay. So that's me, though. That right there, I did not like. So let's move on to the operators. That's another thing I didn't like. Operators. I'm not a big fan of operators, man. I'm not even gonna go too much in depth into that. I'm not a big fan into that, to be honest. I never liked it. Ever since Black Ops 3, I never liked the operator mode. I didn't like it. That's just me, though. So let's move on to things I really didn't like. Like I said in my previous video, I didn't like the third person. Don't tell me, I hated that. I didn't like third person. That's something they brought again. I did not like. Dislike the third person a lot. Another thing I actually seen they brought was the dolphin dive. Dolphin dive, I didn't use it too much, to be honest. It didn't remind me of the Black Ops 1 dolphin dive and Black Ops 2 dolphin dive, and so that's something I didn't use too much. The sliding is broken. Don't even try to slide, because you just slide 2 feet. You barely even slide. The sliding is broken. I mean, I think because they were taking out the slide canceling, and that's broken. That right there, if you like sliding in a previous game, you won't like it in this game. So one thing I noticed, oh my gosh, I noticed that I hated so much was that perk system. Oh my goodness, I disliked it. I think it was weird at first, but then I started disliking it, because you know how you get out of lobbies from time to time and you get jumped into another lobby. Dude, that ruins the perk system, because here's how the perk system works. So you got your base perks that not too OP. They put them in a timer. You drop in and you get, I think it's 2 perks that you start with. And those, you start with those 2 perks, and your main perks, like say stuff like ninja, your main perks, like ghost, your main perks like that, you would have to wait on a timer, like about 2 minutes. You gotta wait on a timer, and it forces you gotta play and get kills in order for it to slightly go boost faster. Now for me, I do not like this way of perk system. I know it sounds good. It does sound good, because it forces you to move. It forces you to play the game in order to boost it up a little bit. But think of it this way. Why not bring dead silence into that route? Why not bring dead silence into that? If you're going to make the game like that, if you're going to make the perk system like that, why not bring dead silence as a perk and make it to where you have to, wait till it comes up, so that it won't be a crutch perk. It won't be an abusive perk where people would constantly, they won't even switch perk. All they'll use, like, remember MW3, everybody had stalker. Everybody always used stalker. So if you want to stop that, because I know that's why they made, some of the perks, they made it on a timer. So if you want to stop that, make sure you bring dead silence as a perk, so that you can make it so it won't be OP, right? Make it so that players have to move in order for dead silence to work perfectly. You already don't have nobody in the mini map, so you might as well make dead silence in the perk. If they would have brought the mini map back to normal, bring dead silence as a perk, right? That's another thing I really didn't like, that they didn't make dead silence as a perk. So bring dead silence as a perk and put it in that mega perk where you gotta wait for it to gradually go up. And because I know that system of perk is not going anytime soon. They're not getting rid of that. I feel like they're not going to get rid of it. So since they're not going to get rid of it, make sure you put dead silence in there. Add dead silence in there. Why not? If you wanted, you want to get rid of crutch perk, dead silence is a crutch perk. Put it in that mega category where you gotta wait for it to go up and down. That's one thing I would give them, like, make them do. I would recommend they do, but I don't think they will do it. But that's a criticism. That's an advice I would give them so that they can do. That again, like I said, I do not like the perk system. I hate that way, because another problem with it is, imagine you get put into a lobby that's already been people have already been playing. It's a lobby that already been inactive, right? Been active. So if you've been put in a lobby like that, everybody's perk will be loaded in but yours. So you would have to play a certain way until you get your perks back. So imagine you want to rush, right? The footsteps a problem. Everybody's not moving. You got your, they got a UAV. You got your ghost, right? But your ghost is being gradually, there's a timer on your ghost. So now you got to wait for ghosts to go up while everybody, they got their ghost up already, because the game's already been in progress. They got their ghost, right? So they can move, they can do anything, but you cannot, because your ghost, you gotta wait till your ghost go up. So that's a problem I would think that come up, because I did get put in a lobby that was in progress and I had to wait for my perks to go up. So that's a problem I do not like. They need to work on that, for the love of, that's something that broke the game, that not broke the game, sorry, I'm exaggerating, but that's something that is already a -1 again towards the game. That's something I didn't like. And like I said, no mini map. The mini map is not normal. No red dot in the minimap. That's another thing that's -1 or -5 actually, because every other COD had that. So that's a -5. So that's that. So another thing I experimented with was the little toys you could play with. You got the grenades, blah blah, all those lethals and non-lethal stuff. The one thing I did see that they brought back that I was like, who asked for this? They brought the portable radar back. If I'm not mistaken, I did see that. And why? Isn't that something we complain about all the way in MW3? Why did they bring the portable radar? If I'm not mistaken, let's be honest, this promotes more camping with the portable radar, because I could just throw it down and it's a mini UAV you carrying around. So I could just throw it down and bam, I got a free UAV. A free UAV, moving with a free UAV, and I can just camp from building to building to building. And especially with this footstep problem, that's another -1. The footsteps are so loud. And the thing is, I had people turning around on me and, predicting where I was because I was sprinting into a room. Don't even think about sprinting into a room in this game, because if somebody's camping, they will know you're coming. It's basically a free UAV. The hearing is a free UAV, and without dead silence being in as a perk, you're screwed running everywhere. You're screwed, running through doors. You're screwed. I feel like if they would at least bring dead silence in the game, that would at least make it a +1. But since dead silence not in there and the mini map is broken, no red dot in the mini map. I don't know why I keep saying broken. No red dot in the mini map. That's another -1, and that messed it up because they brought the portable radar and the footsteps are pretty loud. That's another thing that's gonna mess up the game. If you like camping, hey, you're gonna thrive because there's a lot of things I've seen in there that's meant for you to camp with, to play tactical, I should say. And that's what Infinity Ward wants you to do. They want you to play tactical, and that type of play style is terrible. Leave that for Rainbow Six Siege. Leave that for Battlefield 4 or whatever Battlefield. Don't bring that into COD. There was one instant I went into a building. I had my shotgun in hand. I'm like, bro, this remind me of Rainbow Six Siege. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's what it remind me of. That's what it looked like. And that's not the game I want to play. If I want to play Rainbow Six Siege, cool, I'll play Rainbow Six Siege. But if I want to play COD and chaotic shooter, let me play COD. Don't, implement things that other games did better than you into COD. You already had a good foundation. Don't mess it up like that by copying other games. So, like I said, fellas, no red dots on the minimap, no dead silence. I do not like the gameplay. I do not like the maps. Most of the maps, I know it's the beta. Didn't like them. Still don't like doors. The footsteps are a problem. Tone it down if you're not going to make that silence a perk, right? Tone down the footsteps. Fellas, I wouldn't recommend purchasing. If you hated MW 2019, I would not recommend purchasing this for $70 or $60 if you did not like MW 2019. But if you, actually, before I run away, there was actually one good thing I've seen in the game. This game is much more faster. It has a better pace than MW 2019. It's faster. It's not slow. Maybe it was the maps. It's not slow. I mean, there was sometimes it was slow, but most of the time, I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty fast. So, like I was saying, if you liked MW 2019, this is a better-ish MW 2019, a better polished. If you liked it, then I still wouldn't recommend you purchase this for $70 because, come on now, you're gonna pre-order a game for $70 and you're gonna play it. I mean, okay, if you liked it, if you got the money, go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend. But especially if you didn't like MW 2019 and you thinking about this, it's a bad idea. Because this is literally the same game, but 2.0, MW 2019 2.0, a reskin, a DLC, as everybody say. And again, I don't have no more complaints because, like I said in my previous video, COD is dead. 6v6 is done. 6v6 is dead. That doesn't matter anymore. And fellas, once again, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you dislike and let me know what I point out that was wrong. Again, if you like, let me know what you think in the comments. Bring things that I didn't mention, maybe. Comment things I didn't mention. Again, thank you for watching, everybody. Last video went insane mode. We almost had 900 subs. Again, that's all because of you. Thank you for watching, fellas. Again, COD's dead.